to have a garment on. Point blank. Now, if you a brother in this truth, you getting off of work, you may have other brothers at camp, and you come to drop some water off, or you come to, give a brother some money, or you come to, just show your support for a second. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But if you out teaching, you need to have your garment, man. That's why brothers, it's encouraged for brothers to get a couple of garments, I made this garment yesterday, and even though it takes a little bit of time, with the right patience and a little bit of elbow grease, the spirit and power Yahweh Shemi Shai, you too can make your own garments, man. All right. Any of you brothers, man, who may see this, okay? You can contact me through the necessary channels, whatever way that may be. They used to have a personal messages on YouTube. I don't think they have that no more. So you can comment or whatever. And if you are a sincere brother, right? Hey, you give me your height, I can make you a garment, man. There's nothing wrong with that, man. That's part of sharing that. That's part of brotherly love, man. We supposed to have that. Like how you hear in church, brotherly love. Anyways, this is the book of Philippians chapter 4 and verse 22. All the saints salute you, chiefly they that are of Caesar's household. All right, so during this time was during the time of the Romans, over 2,000 years ago. Now we are in Rome 2.0, aka America. How you know that, right? If you come from Africa, you can get citizenship here, and you can join the army. No, France don't do that. Africa don't do that. Italy don't do it. The only place that does that is here in America. That's because this place is Rome. When you look at these different architectures, right? The shape of these different buildings. This is Greco-Roman architecture. As you see these people, it's not really picking them up. As you see these people, man, you got these people coming in and out of these shops, right? You got these people coming in and out of these shops doing these things. That's what they did during the times of Rome. That's what they did during the Greco-Roman Empire. That's what they did during the Assyrian Empire. See, because the people that are on the top, they have the ability to go out and just do things on a whim. See, it's you Jakes that can't afford your light bill because you bought an outfit. All right, that's a Project Pat reference. Which, even though he's a wicked nigga, he has some truth to a lot of the lyrics that he was saying. Cause that's the move of an irresponsible person, man. You're supposed to pay your light bill. You're supposed to pay your electricity, and you bought a Gucci belt. That's dumb. All right. Life is more than apparel. Okay. Anyways, it says, the grace of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach be with you all. Amen. So all the sincere brothers, man, all of the elect, and nobody else. So let me go to these notes that I had written this some weeks ago. But I'm going to go into the Lord coming back. Well, actually, Salakia. I'm going to go to Revelation 11, and I'm going to read down to 11. Unless the Spirit has me to, continue to go down or whatever the case is. All right, so this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, and verse 1. And there was given me a rod like Salakia, and there was given me a reed like unto a rod, and the angel stood, saying, Rise and measure the temple of Yahweh, and the altar, and them that worship therein. The court which is without the temple leave out, and measure it not, for it is given unto the Gentiles. In the holy city shall they tread underfoot 40 and 2 months. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, right, the northern and the southern kingdom, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days clothed in sackcloth. So a sense of mourning. These people ain't out here mourning. They having the time of their life. We the ones that are on the highways, starting off with the elder apostles of Great Millstone, on the highways and byways, right? Prophesying. Alright? Hey, our garment is sackcloth. This place is horrible, man. Anyways, it says, these are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the power of the earth. So none of you other nations can stand. None of you other nations can stand before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. None of you. Really, ultimately, only the elect can stand before, the Heavenly Father through these scriptures, man. That's why when you hear this word, you want to deflect. You want to come up with excuses. There's no excuses for this word. So you can talk shit, you can do whatever you want to do, but ultimately, we are out here for a purpose. We are set up to do this, man. The Lord's will work. We continue to be set up all the way up until the end. All right, and the end is coming soon. You niggas are gonna die. All right, that's what we need. That's what we need to change. This is you niggas are gonna die part 2, man. Because as you look out, man, you would think that everything's fine and dandy. I thought it was supposed to be a pandemic out here. I thought it was supposed to, yet the spirit is, especially up here in Florida, they don't give 2 shits, right? But the spirit is put on them to not care, 2/3 of Israel. And all you other nations, man, all you other nations, all of you. From to Gomer, I saw a video about you Gomerites out there in Turkey, right? You damn devils. Which a lot of them people out there in Turkey are actually eat, right? And then you have actual Gomerites, man. You Gomerites, they were walking on their hands. They were walking on their hands and feet like animals, man. You other nations are like animals, right? Hey, 2/3 of Israel is like an animal, okay? You have to consider that. You're not gonna sit here and have a conversation with a dog. All right. So don't waste your time. Keep it moving. You're not gonna sit and have a conversation with your cat, right? Even though a dog has the ability to understand what you're saying, it can't really decipher that. All right. And that's most of our people. That's why don't waste the damn time. Keep it moving. Push the message and keep it moving. If they don't accept it, what the fuck ever. That don't matter. Our job is to be out here on the highways and byways, teach, and do our thing, man, in righteousness. That's it. We got to do what we got to do. Forget what these people are talking about. What they talking about? What they talking about? Snapchat? What? Instagram? Facebook? Twitter? What else they talking about? Belly button rings? Ass shots? There is nothing. Ultimately, there's nothing here outside of the words of Yahweh Shemiah Shai. That's what really matters. So, despite what you may think, this is what matters and nothing else matters, man. Right? See, the elect are written within this book. So, if you don't adhere to what's in this book, you're not of the elect. Point blank. And I can't say who is of the elect and who ain't of the elect. None of us can. Right? Yet the Spirit is on us to know who's coming up against this word. You're going to have certain people that come up against this word and ultimately are going to be saved. We can't help that. It's certain people I can't stand that are going to be saved. Ultimately it's the Lord's choosing, man. We didn't choose this. That's what you ultimately have to realize. None of us woke up and said, you know what? I'm gonna spend all this time. I'm gonna spend all these years learning this. No, it's a spirit. It's a spirit that comes upon you. Yeah, you can walk through, that's fine. But it takes a certain amount of time, man. If you want to learn to do anything, if you go to college, it's going to take a certain amount of time. If you want to go to school for fixing cars, it's going to take a certain amount of time, including this word, man. That's why you got to be built up in the spirit. Okay, you have to be built up in the spirit, and that comes with faith. When you go to college, you have faith that you're going to get that degree. When you go to work, you have faith that you're going to get that check. So that's why we out here. We are hoping that the Lord breaks us off some faith, breaks us off, breaks us off some mercy, man. We need that mercy. We're not gonna get mercy from these people out here. That ain't gonna happen. You might as well forget about it. Hey, if they were to pull up and apprehend us right now, you already know people be clapping and shit. Yeah, get that nigga off the street. Get that criminal off the street. They want that, man. Okay? And that's gonna happen in due time. We waiting for that. That's gonna happen. But for right now, we have to continue to teach till the Lord takes us up off of the highways and byways, man. And once again, I did not plan on being right here. It's like I didn't plan on teaching this truth. Yet the Lord puts a spirit on men to teach this truth, man. You have to consider that. All right. Anywho, it says here, Revelation. Hey, man, and that's the spirit because a bunch of Jakes, probably shit. They was deep too. I think they was Issachar. Probably about 14 Jakes walked past right here. And the only one who stopped in motion, like, hey, can I walk through here? Is that okay? Was a child, man. He looked like, oh, it's a little too late. See, he wanted to rev his engine after he passed me. But anyways, the only person who stopped and considered was the child. It was a small child. He had to be maybe about 10, if I could guess. He said that he considered, like, can I go past? I said, yeah, you can go. You know, I don't own none of this space. I don't even own this space. I'm just renting this body right now. This ain't no rent to own. This ain't no mortgage. This temple right here. This is a rental. All right. You have to consider that. You just in this. You just in a body. You're a spirit that's in a body, man. Fucking bug outs, man. These are the people that we got to deal with. It's a spirit. It's a spirit of madness. You see these wicked spirits. They are inside of these bodies, man. Speaking about Jake too, right? Hey, man, the spirit will just hop on you and say, hey, man, we all susceptible, you know. Hey, we all susceptible to spirits hopping on us. Yeah, we gotta have the wisdom to know, okay, this is a wicked ass spirit. I gotta fast. I gotta pray. I gotta meditate. I gotta, get my mind off of that. You know? Like this morning on my way to work, I was sitting there and, every chick that passed by, man, was just thick. It's just thick. So, you kind of look a little bit. And you're like, oh, forgive me, Lord. Then you look again. See, because if this was based upon you just sinning, we would all be toast. Right? I sinned this morning. I don't know if she's married, right? This woman that I seen, these 2-3 women that I seen. I don't know that. You know what I mean? She could have been married. I'm over here looking at her rear end, man. I said Salaki, how about Shemal Shah, man? Yeah, because these eyes are MF. These eyes will get you in a lot of trouble, man. So yeah, you have to be considerate of that. You ultimately you gotta realize that, hey man, your eyes are part of the flesh. Right? Your eyes are flesh. That's why you're able, it's not like your eyes are indestructible. You gotta consider that the things that you take in visually, that's gonna ultimately affect you. That's why you got, there's nothing wrong with listening to rap music per se, but you really can't let it influence you to the point of overthrow. You have certain people who are influenced to the point of overthrow. Right? Like your Cardi B. Man, you got pregnant women getting tattoos. Do you know what that does? That's putting poison in your damn bloodstream. So now your kid coming out, his arm's a little short. That's what's taking place. You wanna pop a perk because you seen the Migos do it. Now once again, your kid coming out, one leg this high, the other leg long as shit. You know, he got a tooth growing on. You know, he got a tooth growing out of his cheek up here somewhere. These adverse effects, first off, are because Yahweh Shai put that into play. But as far as as far as the Lord doing that, these are adverse reactions from the things that you're doing, man. A lot of us were born with weed in our system. A lot of us was born with coke in our system. A lot of us was born with H in our system, man. You know, especially Jay. There's a good chance that if you are alive right now, walking on the earth, and you're an Israelite, there's a good chance that your parents, right, were puffing on the grass, so to speak. You know, because what do they say? Everybody was doing it back then, right? And around the late '60s, early '70s was really when this society started to plummet. When they got rid of the gold standard, right? When they started introducing all these different drugs, when they started to ramp up military spending, this is something that is fairly recent, you know. Spending billions upon billions and billions of dollars on weapons, that's fairly recent. You know, they didn't spend $29 billion during World War I. That wasn't a thing. And now what? They've created the money to do that. Okay? So like, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 11. I'm just going to go to verse 10. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. So we prophesy, right, around all 18 nations. But we're actually prophesying directly to the elect of Israel. That's who we're trying to wake up. If you just so happen to hear this word, all right then. But who we're actually prophesying to is the elect children of Yahweh Shemai Shai, which are the children of Israel, man. And nobody else. You're not going to sneak in. You're not going to go around it, up under it, up over it. You know? Like MJ said, you stuck in the middle. You other nations, you stuck in the middle. All our life we had to suffer. So now, you damn devils. You other nations, 2/3 of Israel has to suffer. This is the book and this is the prophecy that's coming out and coming forth. So by you trying to stop that, you look like a damn fool. Ain't no way you stopping this prophecy from coming out. Because we are living directly in this book right now. Especially when it comes to Revelation. If you held up a mirror, right, to this earth and what's going on this planet, the reflection would come back as the book of Revelation. Right? And the book of Revelation goes into a revealing. See what's getting revealed out here, man? Transformers, Autobots, and Decepticons out here, man. There's some wicked shit going on out here, man. Alright? You got all sorts of stuff. Right? You got people being kidnapped and sold. You know? You got a lot of wicked shit out here. You have to consider that. We're not doing none of that. So we're not necessarily worried about the repercussions of that. We're worried about the repercussions of us sinning, us going up against our power. You other nations, you just doing what you do. You're gonna get a supreme ass whooping from the Lord. First, see, we're like the kid that's telling you. We are the younger brother, right? We're the little brother that's making fun of you before you get your ass whipped. In fact, right, we finna go get the belt. We finna go get the belt for Pops. Right? Hey, what's the belt? These scriptures. Right? So what do? We get the belt. You know, we hand it to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Lord, please get him. What does the Lord do? Lord sent his son. He don't even waste his time, man. He like, yeah, my son got it. The son gonna come through. He gonna be tearing everybody ass up. But it ain't gonna be a belt, man. It's gonna be a sword. And that sword through the Spirit, right? That sword, that sickle that the Lord is gonna be coming with. Just looking at it is gonna terrify you. Just the sword itself, you know, through the Spirit, it's gonna have a real sharp, deep curve to it. You know, like how they got the Middle Eastern swords. They get that from Israel, man. The Israelites, they get that from the Israelites. It's gonna be thick too. It's gonna be thick, like a regular ass heathen wouldn't be able to pick up this sword. Because our Lord coming back, he's already going to be larger than a quote-unquote average human. He's not going to come back like how we are, you know, sneezing and shit. No, our Lord is going to come back in his full power. You never know. The Lord could come back huge, you know? The Lord could come back, 12 feet tall, glowing, with a sword. All right? Man, we ain't ready for that. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for the Lord's return, man. And we say we are. We say we are. But we got to prepare some more. You can never be too prepared for Yahweh Shem Yahushua's return. So we got to be in the spirit, okay? Hey, the spirit got me long-winded today, man. You go that same roach. Alright, man. Revelation 11 and I'm just gonna go down to 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh Shem Yahushua entered into them, right, the children of Israel, the elect, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. All right, so when you get up, there's a certain way in which you have to stand up. All right, if you're laying on your back, firstly, right, you have to lift up from the waist. So when you lift up from the waist, you can see in front of you, but you can't move. You know, that's like how Adam was created, man. When Adam was created from the dust of the ground, that's how he came. The Lord didn't just have a pop up. No, he rose up. He lifted up from his waist and he stood up upon the earth. You know, that's a lot like how we are standing up. Right, we're coming in that same spirit. You know, because ultimately, what is Adam? Adam is the spirit of Yahushua in a fleshly body. Just like King Solomon. It's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in a fleshly body. So that's why Adam went off. That's why King Solomon went off. You know? Even Melchizedek. Melchizedek, wasn't perfect. You know? Now he was a very a very exalted figure in this biblical story. Just like Adam. I mean, Adam really started this whole thing. Okay? Because Adam eventually, through his line came Noah. Which eventually had Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And then through Shem, eventually, going later on down the line, way later, you had Abraham, Isaac, and then you had Jacob. So that's an important thing. You can't just Whatever. All right, that's these people. Whatever. It don't matter. All you gotta do is just go to the genealogy of the Lord. Right? That's what Numbers is, man. The book of Numbers. It's basically a bunch of numbers, important numbers for who? For us, children of Israel. All right, so let's go to Alright, so this is the book of Numbers, chapter 5 and verse 1. And the Lord, all capital letters, Yahweh, spake unto Moses, saying, command the children of Israel, that they put out the children of Israel, that they put out of the camp every leper. Right? So everybody of the house of Eve. Alright? And also actual lepers. Israelites who are lepers, because you have clean lepers and then you have unclean lepers, right? Like E is a clean leper. That's why don't nobody really mind, because he has leprosy, but it's clean. You can't really, it's not really infectious per se. But you also have flesh-eating diseases, right? Yeah, that's an unclean leper. You don't want to be around somebody like that, man. They arm rotting off and all. You don't want to be around that, okay? Anyways, it says, and everyone that hath an issue. Yeah, so ultimately, everybody talking shit. Let's get that out the way. 2/3 of Israel, man. Who got an issue? Who got an issue with the Lord? Jake. Really, Jake more than anybody. Right? It says, and whosoever is defiled by the dead. So if you got a bag of apples, and you got one rotten apple, that one rotten apple is going to ruin the whole damn bunch. He's going to come in, he's going to poison the whole batch, man. Alright? It says, both male and female shall ye put out. So yeah, just because the girl is a woman, that she don't get no slack. If she's coming up crazy, even if she ain't coming up crazy, but she's speaking something bugged out, take that shit up the block. We don't got time for that. But hey, like Jake say, man, save the jumper for your mama. We're not hearing the spirit of a woman, man. Right? Up in here, we're going to have some order in the spirit power behind our Shimei Shah. We're not here to argue back and forth and fucking debate. Alright? Like you got a lot of Jakes out here. The reason why they want to debate with the men of the Lord is because they at home arguing with their wife all day. We ain't your wife. So you coming up, you basing shit off of emotions, it's not going to help. We base everything off of the scriptures. We take emotions out of it. Alright, when you are in this truth, you might as well just take emotions and leave them at the door. Right? Now, sometimes we do get emotional. That's the flesh. But you can't let it overtake you. We're in this flesh, so we're gonna be tempted. Right? Don't let it overtake you, man. It's easier. It's way easier said than done. I ain't sitting here saying, "Oh, I'm never in the flesh. I'm never carnal," because that would be me being a damn liar, man. So be truthful. We've committed all sorts of abominable acts, man. Be truthful. Yes, I have committed abominations, unspeakable abominations, man. All the brothers have. Some worse than others. You might have a guy who committed, 46.5 billion transgressions. You might have a guy who committed 90 billion transgressions, man. Every breath we take, that's an opportunity to sin. The longer we here, that's the more opportunity to sin. That's why we want up out of here. Who don't want the new bodies, man? Who want the new bodies? Why be riding around in an old beater when you could be in a brand new? I mean, we can't even compare the new bodies in the kingdom of heaven to a Ferrari. That's not even a good comparison, right? The best comparison would be like an interstellar chariot that cannot be damaged and doesn't run off of anything but faith. We're just going to believe that this chariot can, ascend and descend, and it's going to do that. We're not going to have to stop and refill a chariot in the kingdom of heaven. Oh, I got to stop. I got to stop at this planet and restock. No, man. That's not going to be the case. That's why you have to deeply consider that. What's to come? Because we got this place figured out. It's whack. It's foolishness. It's petty. It's all of that. It's all of that mixed in one. We're ready for what's to come, man. All right, the kingdom to come. We're not worried about this damn place or what this place can do. All right? Ultimately, we are worried about what Yahweh Shemel Shai has in store for the children of Israel. Specifically, the elect of Israel, man. That's why, we say, we the hopeful elect. We hope. If you say you're not the hopeful elect, I don't know what you're doing. Even you other nations. If I was let's say that I was a Moabite, I would be hoping that I'm an Israelite. Even though the Lord knows you're a Moabite, just hoping, just that small chance that you could be an Israelite. Because if you ain't an Israelite, you ultimately you're done. Now, in the kingdom, the other nations are going to have clean food, clean water, They're going to be living they're going to be living in righteousness, but they're not going to be the exclusive righteous. They're going to, just like how we dwell in Yahweh Shemel Shai, Lord's will, we dwell in that strong tower, they're going to dwell within us, so to speak. Moab, Ammon, Ishmael, they're going to be blessed because of us. You're going to get, you're going to get your land, you're going to get your, you're going to be blessed, man. The Lord is going to break us off a big chunk, and we're going to break you off a little chunk, man. The Lord is going to make us spiritual. We're going to win the spiritual lottery. So, of course, everybody up under us, you get something, you get something, you get something. And it's only if you're living in accordance to the laws, because if not, the Lord going to crack down on you. Through men. Once again, the law and the order, Yahweh Shemel Shai right now is coming through men, right? And it's coming through judgments. And in the kingdom, it's going to come through the children of Israel with the perfect bodies, man. Which really is all the children of Israel, but you're going to have the 144,000 and the 1/3 that are set up. That's the governing body of the kingdom of heaven. Because you can't just have all these random people, quote unquote, running the show. Because ultimately, Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to run the show, King David's going to run the show, and then everybody that's up under them. We just pray that we're of that number, man. We pray for that. And just like I'm stretching my legs, man, you damn devils, you get ready for slavery. You're ready for slavery. Do your stretches, your dips, pull-ups and push-ups. gonna be turning big rocks into little rocks. All right. Another water bug. That's what we call them down south. Water bugs, man. E, you gonna be the new water bug, nigga. You can go ahead and say that. We can say that, man. We can call you a nigga. Just like you 2/3, man. We can call you niggas, man. Fucking ignorant. Anyways. I absolutely have to go into Obadiah. I haven't went into Obadiah in a little bit. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Yeah, so including slavery. That's why I get your ass ready for slavery. Get ready, man. You have to. You have to do all your stretches and all that, man. Because it's only so long. It's really only so long that you continue to giggle and laugh. That's why ultimately your woman don't take you serious. All right. People at your job don't take you serious. Why? Because you act like you're not shit. So that's how the people are going to see you. Alright? You are what you eat. Hey, the water y'all about to shoot out shot. That's beautiful, man. That's good. Okay, hey. Hey, this damn devil, man. He was walking down this way. He immediately hit that about face. That nigga hit a U-turn quick. He said, yeah, hell no. Whatever he doing down there, I don't want no parts of that. U-turn, man. That's you damn devils, man. You damn devils are cowards, man. You're cowards. You're weak. That's why these damn elite walk all over you. See, they ain't gonna walk on the men of the Lord, starting off with the elder apostles of Great Millstone. You ain't gonna walk on them. Alright? They gonna get with you. Okay, not physically, but with these scriptures, man. Because see, we're not weak. Now, of course, we are weak. A lot of brothers, man, like me, man, shit. Yeah, and before, hey, that was my first major car accident. I've been in car accidents before. As far as a major accident, right? A couple months ago, it was like my first major accident. And that shit still hurts. I hurt everywhere. I hurt in places I didn't know I could fucking hurt. Right? That's part of us being weak. A lot of the men of the Lord, our bodies are weak. Like me personally, I played every sport you could play, but I would always get hurt. Something would happen, Something would happen. Something always hurt. Something always getting hurt. That's because the Lord wants you to do His will. So He's like, no, you ain't playing baseball. Now, right now you may play baseball. Right now you may play football, so and so and so and so. Right now you may make music or whatever, different Jakes used to do in the world, man. Different men of the Lord, slot. But He knew that all of us eventually would come to this point where we're teaching on the highways and byways. So He may have had some of us, get hurt, or some of us just lose the want to do these things. It's a elder brother out there in the Los Angeles camp. I don't know his name, but he was speaking about how, when he first came into this truth, he was actually about to go over to Canada to play in their professional league. I believe it's called the CFL, the Canadian Football League. He was literally like when he first found out the truth, he was like literally like, he's gonna get on the plane in like 4 days, and he stayed. He stayed here and he taught the word, because you see the Spirit would have been on him like most Jake. The Spirit could have been on him like, you know, I'm gonna go there, and if this come to find out don't pan out, then no. He said, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We all stopped what we was doing, whatever we was doing. We just stopped. Right? Now certain things took longer to stop than others. You know? like, hey, I'm gonna speak my testimony, man. Smoking weed. I was smoking weed since like age 13. Maybe even 12, 13. You know, it's just smoking on and off, and mostly on. Coming into this truth, you know, and still smoking till you get, you know, you may watch a video, hey, the Lord's gonna kill you if you smoking, nigga. You're like, man, hey, I don't want them issues. You know, so you finally pray, you do the things that you need to do, you finally put that blunt down, man. Man, I'm happy to not be smoking. You definitely got way more money. The ability to save money if you really smoke weed, the ability to save money kind of just goes out the window, man. So you're like, fuck it, you know. Why continue to save, you know, $200 every paycheck? You can just buy some weed with it, you know. And you think about that. So like, had you removed a handful of things from your life, life would be better, man. Life would be intensely better. Basically, had you followed the law, statutes, and commandments from the jump. Certain brothers have the privilege of their father being an Israelite and teaching them, you know, the ways of Yahweh Shai from a young age. But that's a very rare occurrence. It's really rare. I myself have never seen a brother up under the tutelage of the elder apostles of Great Millstone have a father that came up under the tutelage of Great Millstone give birth to a son, and that son grow up, and now he's teaching. You know, the doctrine of Yahweh Shai under the tutelage of the Great Millstone. I myself have never seen it. Now, I don't doubt that there's, you know, some brothers out there like that. I don't doubt that at all. But you know, it's such a rare occurrence to see, brother. Now you definitely have brothers that, you know, they knew that there was Israelite going back, you know, to the 80s, 90s, you know, new millennium, and having kids, and they grow up, you know, they're 8, 9, 10, and they know that they're Israelites or whatnot. But I don't see a 35-year-old man, you know what I mean, that said, hey, you know, the day I was born, my father was out prophesying. He had me, was still prophesying. And now he lives in Idaho. He prophesies on the street corner. And I live in San Diego. And I prophesy. And we do sit-downs together sometimes if the Spirit allows. Now, man. That's why the Lord said that he was going to basically divide mother and daughter, father and son, roughly paraphrasing. And that's in the book of Matthew. I can't remember exactly where. But I'll just go to the point that I was going to go to, Matthew chapter 24. It's the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 1. Slakia. Let me go down to verse 3. Slakia. Let me go back to verse 1 at the top. Let me start off from the top. Get all the meat off this bone. The elder apostles say. Hey, and like the elder apostle Gabar says, and the chariot lasers, they go cut a nigga asunder, man. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for them lasers to cut a nigga asunder. You know, we're waiting for that, man. That's something that we wait desperately for. We are desperate for Yahweh Shai. We can say that. We are a desperate bride, man. We long for our husband, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, crack them clouds from the east. Come get us the hell up out of here. From amongst these damn heathen, man. These people have a heathenistic mindset. Alright, Matthew chapter 24 and 1. And Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple. And his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily, I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. So not only was that actual temple thrown down, okay, but us as a people, we were scattered. And when you have a building that's blown up, and they do a controlled demolition on a housing project or something, there's fucking pieces of rock everywhere. You know, you gonna find a piece of rock, you know, a mile down the street. All right, and that's us being scattered, man. Each individual stone being scattered. And that cornerstone, right, which is Yahushua, was taken and preserved for a special time. Okay? Because all the stones are gathering together and making this third temple that King David prophesied about. Okay? And that last piece of the pie is going to be Yahushua cracking the clouds, placing himself as that cornerstone. And he's placing himself through the spirit power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Okay, and it says, And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So that's a question that's constantly on the minds of the hopeful elect. When is the end of this wretched ass place, man? You know that they were asking him, fervently. They had a fervent spirit. Lord, when, they're like, when is this? You just said that. When is that? When is that going to be? You know? That's like you in the house eating dinner. You know, your friend comes and knocks on the door. You open it, and he says, "Hey, you know, this house is not going to be a brick left standing in this house." You're like, whoa, what? When is this going to be? You know, what you talking about? I live here, you know. Hey man, we dwell in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, Lord's will. We are in His fold, man. We are the sheep. The Lord's will, Yahushua HaMashiach, is the shepherd, man. You know, which Salakia, you know, Lord's will, we are the sheep, and Lord's will, Yahushua HaMashiach is the shepherd that comes to save us, because he is the shepherd of Israel. You know, there is no hopefully. So Salakia for that. That was just a slip of the tongue. But he is salvation, right? Hey, Yahweh's name is in Yahushua. You know, and that makes sense because you have Yahweh Shai. He is salvation. He the deliverer, right? Right? And you know, he exists to deliver. He exists, ... deliverance. You know? That's the main part of that. He is the deliverer. He is salvation, man. Yeah, his name, you know, his name isn't Shai Yahweh, you know? Salvation, he is, you know? No, he is salvation. You have to have Yahweh before you have Yahweh Shai. You know, what kind of sense would that make? You know, if you were like, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Rakakwa, that wouldn't make no damn sense, man. That'd be bugged out. It's Yahweh first, man. Hey, man, what do they say? Put God first. Put Yahweh first. Yahweh first, then Yahweh Shai. All right? In the elect. Jake loved to run up an agent, but what the fuck is that doing, man? We don't care about none of that. Lord is gonna deal with you niggas, man. Disruptive. Anywho, back to it, man. Back to the scriptures. Carrying on. says verse 4. Matthew 24 and 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. So many are going to come saying that they're the anointed. He's also speaking on Eve when it comes to this passage. Eve's going to come and say, I'm the anointed. Listen to me. I'm God. I'm Jesus Christ. I'm the Messiah. You got these long hair. You got some so-called white man with long brown hair and blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes, whatever. And he really does think that he's Jesus. That's a strong delusion, man. That's a very heavy delusion to be up under. You the Lord's son. Not only that, that you the Lord himself. Trying to say that who you ignorantly call God is a so-called white man. Just for that, you deserve to go into slavery. You damn devils. And it's gonna happen. Why are you sitting here getting upset, man? You the one who did it. All right? Anyways, it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. The end is not yet. So the end, hey, man. And we almost at the end. Shit. We at the last little pieces of the end. We about to be right there, man. You know? We gotta continue to push forward, because we know that we're at the end. Yeah, we know that we're at the end, man. For nation shall... Something smell like weeds, Mike. Damn. Anyways, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. Yeah, man, so as all these things are beginning to happen, right, 100 and something earthquakes at Yellowstone, National Park, these different earthquakes at Yosemite, these different earthquakes, mini tremors along the San Andreas Fault, all these different things, man, these are happening. A lot of seismic activity, okay? That's a sign. All right, it says, all these are the beginning of sorrow. So that's just the beginning. That's how it's going to start up. That's just the Lord putting this thing on preheat. Lord is putting this on preheat. Pretty soon, he's going to really turn the heat up. Because we sweat now, but real soon, it's going to be a shit. It's going to be a shit show. Okay, it says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Yeah, man, so you can see that. You can see that the people are going to start turning against each other. People right now are already turning against each other, man. Here it is, the resources haven't even gotten scarce. And a lot of people are saying that. What is a friend right now? A lot of people don't have friends. Like me personally, there's a couple of people that I know in the world. I don't associate with them per se. You don't catch me in the club popping bottles and hollering at models. Nah, man. See, on a Saturday, people want to ask you, what are you gonna do after this? I'm gonna take my ass home. I'm gonna warm me up some soup. Maybe eat an apple if I'm really feeling a little dangerous. Might have a sip to drink. If I'm really feeling like pushing it to the edge, and watching replays of some elders. That's how my Saturday night is gonna go. Right? That's what keeps you grounded. That's what keeps you protected. You're not supposed to be out here doing all this crazy shit. Don't be in the spirit of these people, man. Now, if you go, you know what I mean, you go out and you know, you and your woman go get something to eat, or you go out and watch a movie or something. It's not going on. But you being in that deep, I want to be in the world spirit, nah, man. Lord ain't working with that. Lord gonna get busy with you for that one. All right, so it says. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So for the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua Ba'ashim Rakakodash. That's how. Okay? That's what name, Salah. That's how we're gonna be persecuted. Through the name, man. There's a power that comes with this name. That's why they get upset. Nah, man. Y'all niggas ain't the real Hebrew Israelites. Because they hear that name. It's like nails on a chalkboard, like I said earlier. You know, you like, no, don't say that name. For us, it's like soothing. You know, but for you, it's like, nah, I don't want to hear that. All right, it says, St. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. So you got false prophets within Israel, you know, and you know, unfortunately, you have false prophets within Great Millstone. You know, that's unfortunate. You know, but it's true. You got to, you know. It's not like every brother in the Great Millstone camp has no false. You know what I mean? This is not about a camp. This ain't camp banging, man. This is about the hopeful elect of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua becoming the elect, man. I say this all the time. Technically, I'm not in Great Millstone. That's why my name doesn't have Great Millstone, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Great Millstone so-and-so. Right? But I am an understudy of the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Right? That's it. That's it. I may be, you know, a different cup, but I'm on the same table. I'm on the table of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, Lord's will. You know, this isn't about I want to be in the camp so bad. Hey, man, I came around the time when they aren't letting in new brothers, man. You know, it is what it is. You know. You can know this truth for a couple years, few years, and be new. 4, 5, 6, 7 years, that's new. Right? You're not on the level of the elder apostles. Alizé, nigga. You're not on a level of 35 plus years of experience in this thing, man. Alizé. You know? What do they call him? Bishop Nate, Bishop Nathaniel. You know, you're not on those sort of level. You know, not even though you know Bishop Nate of IUIC. And you notice how these damn devils only rev their engine up when Pastor they look at me, rev the engine up. What the fuck is that gonna do? Try this really to throw you off. Satan hop on you, or it's like Satan hops on them to do things like that, man. Satan hop on say you'll forget, but if the Lord has you to remember, you good, you know. So Tawali hop Ba'ashim Yahushua. But you know the elder, well technically he is my elder. But he's a wicked ass elder. Bishop Nate, Bishop Nathaniel, right? This guy, even though he's teaching wrong, he's teaching that the children of Israel are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now he's basically going off on everything else. But at least when it comes to the 12 tribes of Israel sign, which I don't pay too much attention to their doctrine. I don't know what they're preaching. All I know is that they're preaching wrong. All right, it says St. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So yeah, as the iniquity has increased, the love here has gone down. And what's love? The following of the statute, the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai. So as iniquity has increased, the following of the law, statutes, and commandments has gone down. All right, it says, that's the spirit. The scripture I was reading about, I was saying, roughly paraphrasing earlier. St. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 13. But he that endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Speaking about the hopeful elect, right? So you gotta basically put the hopeful elect in your mind. But he, the hopeful elect, that shall endure until, well, really this is speaking about the elect, but right now with the hopeful elect. But he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. So the same, which is the hopeful elect, becomes the elect by being saved. You know, and really we're saved from the beginning. Okay, speaking about the elect, Lord's willing of that number. You sincere brothers out there are of that number, man. All right, and you women too. I can say that you women and you children. You know, you elect 1/3. All the 144,000 are all men. You know, it says, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that, man. We're seeing this word starting off, you know, with the elder apostles of Great Millstone, right? In 2007, coming on to YouTube, which at the time, in 2007, YouTube was very new. I believe that YouTube actually was created in late 2005. So I think that there was a year, 2 years, and then they started, teaching on YouTube. Now they were teaching on the streets way before that. As far as back as the 80s, different brothers in the 90s, the new millennium. But as far as the ministry going out onto the internet, that was in the middle of 2007. Now I remember, once again, like I said, YouTube came around late 2005, like super late, like November, December 2005. So like a year and a half went by, and then the Spirit of the Lord was put on the elder apostles, the Great Millstone, to go out on the highways and byways and set that camera up, upload that, to YouTube. Now, of course, you had recordings, right, that they had, all right, but there wasn't the technology to put that on the internet, right? Like, what do you call it, live streaming? That's a fairly new process. We went from cassettes, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, to now, shit, you don't need none of that. When have you seen somebody watching a DVD? You don't see that. When have you seen somebody watching a Blu-ray? And I remember when I was like, not even young, but like younger. Like I remember in my teen years, like Blu-ray was like, that was like the newest thing. We thought that was like, whoa, that's the future. Little did we know we'd have streaming services. And what's a stream? What's a stream? A stream is a continual body of water, right? A constantly active, flowing stream of water. So this is a stream. What did I believe St. John say, right? Now out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. That's why we can continue to be out here, because this word is constant. This ain't like how your pastor's teaching, to where he may speak for 5 minutes, then you may dance for an hour. Nah, man. No, we can be out here and we can continue to teach. Because the Lord has put the Spirit on us to do that. Alright? Anyways, it says, St. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 15. It says, when ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whoso readeth, let him understand. So whoever can read this and understand it, right, you are of the hopeful elect. That's why you other nations read this and you don't know what it's talking about. Right? And that abomination of desolation set up is that beast system. And what falls into place with that beast system? Okay? That what falls into place with that beast system, man? The MOTB, right? That new what do you call it? That new currency. Okay, what else? Oh, the accepting of the Autobots and Decepticons and the Transformers, right? The accepting of what's being shown forth in the media, the TV, the radio, which the radio is kind of like, radio is like a dead medium, but it's still being used, you know. They still push propaganda on the radio, not as much as they did as maybe the 40s and the 50s and the 60s, you know. But they still push propaganda on the radio. They still put, well, this technically is a righteous propaganda. The words that we're out here speaking, right? This is a righteous propaganda, right? Something that's something that stood up, right? Propaganda. Like when you propel something, it shoots forth. Once again, propel. A stream. Like a YouTube live stream. You know, there's no such thing as a dead stream. You can't go to a river and nothing's moving. That's not considered a river. That's a stagnant body of water, man. You know? Even a creek has a little bit of water flowing through it, man. Stagnant water is dead. You got dead birds in it, dead fish, disease ridden. You would not jump in a pond that's got dead fish and, you know, frothy bubbles on the top. You're not gonna jump in that, man. Jump in this. You know? There's no excitement in that. That's why people go white water rafting. Because the twists, the turns, the jumps, that's us in this truth. You gonna go through shit, man. A lot of us, the woman that we were with when we came into the truth, we no longer have her, man. That's a good majority of us. If you come into this truth, you know, prepare to lose your wife, prepare to lose your children, prepare to lose your family, prepare to lose your quote unquote yourself. You will become a new man. The old me couldn't have been out here on the highways and byways, man. The old me couldn't have done this. There's no way. The old me wouldn't have, it couldn't have. You know, didn't have the ability to. You know? It's like it. Let me not even say that. But you know what I'd be doing. You know what Jake is out here doing, man. Not doing the work. That's it. All right, anyways, St. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 16. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. So yeah, hey man, when all hell breaks loose, man, these niggas are going to be screaming like a woman in travail. It speaks about that in the scriptures. If you've ever heard a woman get robbed or mugged, that shit sounds very scary, man. I've heard that. I've heard a woman call out like that. Help! That's how these people are gonna be. And that's why they show you that in these movies, man. They're showing you what's about to take place. These people coming back and forth. hey, because when you watch these different movies, right? Like you watch, if you watch the Walking Dead, that's this damn place. You watch The Walking Dead. You watch all these zombie movies. What happens first? The highway gets clogged, freeway gets clogged, right? That's what happens first. Then what happens? The people lose their fucking mind. See, we got this. We don't have nothing to worry about. Now, of course, we're going to be scared, just like the rest of you. But we have this. we have the understanding of this. These people can't understand that. That's why this looks so damn strange. Because a man, especially a young man, right, out here teaching this word, it looks very strange. Yet this is commonplace, you know. This is a commonplace thing, you know. A man of the Lord reading from the Bible out in the open. This is a very common thing, man. What's up, man? You an Israelite, bro? I can tell. You an Israelite, bro?
How you know?
I can tell.
Yeah, I'm from Ethiopia.
Yeah, I can tell though. You an Israelite, bro.
Come on.
All right, man. I'm gonna see you, brother. You take care. God bless you too. All right. And even though he's from Ethiopia, that's an Israelite. You can tell. You can see. Not everybody looks like who they are. You have certain people with white skin who are the children of Israel. This is not a color thing. This is all according to the Spirit. See, you damn devils, you are the ones who bring up color, man. When I go to a job application and I put in my race, what do I got to put? Black, what? Black, white, yellow. Those are fucking colors, man. We deal with the Spirit. That's why, and you people cannot understand that. That's one of the main prophecies, is that we would stand upon our feet, okay, and that we would understand who we are. And that we would inquire about the 12 tribe sign, man. We would inquire about that. What does that mean by these, man? Roughly paraphrasing. And I believe that's in Ezekiel chapter 37. And let me not get ahead of myself. I'm just gonna say it through the Spirit as a guess. I believe 18 or 19, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but Ezekiel chapter 18. That's not 18. Let's see. 18, or maybe it's 19. No, Salaki. I said 37 and 18. Man, I got that, man. I got that jumbled up, man. All right. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse... Woo! Okay, I was off by one. That's okay. Ezekiel chapter 37 verse 18. And when the children of thy people, speaking about Israel, shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these, which is the 12 tribe sign, right? That's how you know that we are the children of Israel. You don't see the so-called Chinese man on the street corner breaking this Bible down. You don't see a so-called white person. You don't see a so-called Saudi Arabian person. You don't see that. You don't see them. Now you may see people who look like them, right? But their spirit is actually that of an Israelite who are out here on the highways and byways prophesying. But you don't see an Ishmaelite, Moabite, Ammonite out here on the street corners. You're not gonna see it. So if you got dust on your Bible, why you mad at us? And it's like clockwork. Whenever E sees me, I hear they read that engine. But you got dust on your Bible. So you can't really say anything about us. We knocked the dust off our Bible when we out here, you know? So here's what you need to do, right? For you Jakes who are saying, oh, well, I need to learn more about this. Go into the scriptures. Watch the videos. Watch the elder apostles of the great millstone. You don't have to believe me. It don't matter to me. I got that sort of spirit. I don't care. Like you can believe it, not believe it. Because ultimately we just pray that we are saved. That's it. Right? That's the right spirit to have. It's the spirit of, hey, you do what you do. Do what you gonna do. I'm saying, hey, this is the law, statutes, and commandments. This is not something that I came up with. This is something that the Lord put the Spirit on men to teach. This is thousands of years. This book is thousands of years old, man. This book has stood the test of time. What about your wife? what about your wife? What about your siblings? What about your mother, your father? These people perish. These people grow old and die. This book cannot die. This book is going to be used forevermore. Hey, even in the kingdom of heaven, even though it's not gonna be necessary to use this, because we're going to be perfect, the children of Israel, we still gonna have this book. We're gonna be like, open the book. That's how we're gonna judge. Open the book, man. That's how we judge now. So you can't judge us. We are set up to judge you, and you cannot stand that. Speaking about you damn devils, man. You wanna come by, you wanna judge us. It's not gonna happen. We are set up by Yahweh Shemel Shai, Lord's will, man, to be out here as judges, man. Okay? Anyways, it's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, and verse 6. And I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you. And ye shall live, and ye shall know I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking. And the bones came together, bone to his bone. Alright, so that's and that was prophesied. It was prophesied that we would understand who we are. Right? So it says, when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them. So you had, just like during the times of Adam, you already had people. But Adam was the first person to understand who he is. You had people walking around basically like animals. Then you had Adam. So everybody was looking at Adam like, who is this guy? This guy is alive. This guy is cooking, right? It says, then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. Speaking about the children of Israel, right? Spread across the four corners of the earth. Okay, it says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Right? Speaking about the elect. And then he said unto me, son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried, and our hope is lost. We are cut off from our parts. So that's when, we were in our understanding of who we are. We've been called bywords, right? Native American, African American. What the fuck is that? That don't even make no sense, man. All right. Hey, and being set up, this sets you up to be on the top tier.